mind is just playing tricks on you.
There was a lot of research that came into it and just a lot of getting ready for it, just, to carry on such a load of a character. I sort of just fell in love with Rain's heart from the beginning when I first read the script, her strength and her courage and just kind of how she perseveres through no one really believing her. And I just felt really connected with her and was jumping at the opportunity to get to play her.
I really liked how endearing Caleb was, and I liked how he was willing to support Rain throughout all this, and at the same time keep who he was. As far as preparing, I just asked to go over my lines and talk as not as fast as I could, but he's kind of an intellectual character, so I wanted to tap into that a little bit. So I kind of rehearsed everything on my own just to make sure that everything was flowing smoothly out of my mouth as far as my line.
The whole entire experience was completely eye-opening as far as how little I knew before this project, which was interesting. So the entire thing has just been a complete learning experience. For me, I found, I looked so many videos and just sort of anything I could get my hands on, but my Bible throughout everything was a memoir by Ellen Sachs called The Center Cannot Hold, which for me, I think was the greatest outlet just because it explained her experience being a woman with schizophrenia from a young child up into adulthood. So it was hard to find resources from young women, children, specifically, and really what that looks like. So, I mean, I carried that book with me on set. And Castile was the one who actually, I think everything was sort of inspired by Ellen Sachs kind of in a whole. So that was my Bible just through and through this entire experience. I really just love amazing stories. And I remember I read it for the first time and it just completely moved me. And I knew I really wanted to be a part of it. I didn't know if I could do it. It was such an incredible opportunity. But I think I surprised myself, and it was a very accepting challenge to take on.
Honestly, I've thought about that quite a bit. Not necessarily watching it and not seeing the masks, but more so how would this have worked had we been in the middle of the pandemic? But I don't know. I think it's interesting, and I think it is nice to see people's faces and kind of get a break from all the masks. So hopefully it's something that's refreshing for everybody. And it's definitely kind of changed the industry as a whole in the past year. I mean, even now we're doing this on Zoom, and I don't know. It takes some adjusting, it takes some getting used to, but I'm happy that we're still able to tackle all these challenges.